Hi, my name is Layla. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something different that I've recently seen online that I've been loving and thought I might like to do a video on this as well, and it's been called Healing Diaries, and I am in a season of healing, and so I thought that, why not? I'm already taking the steps to heal and do things. Might as well make it fun, romanticize it a little bit more than I have been. And yeah, I am currently reading two books for this. First, I recently started, well, actually, I'm reading multiple books, but there's only two that I feel comfortable sharing right now that I'm reading for my specific situation. First, I'm reading When You're Ready, This Is How You Heal. It's from the same author who wrote 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. I haven't read that, but I know both of these books are really popular. I know this one is very popular for healing and has very good reviews. And I am only on page 19, but I do like it so far. And then I want to reread Home. If you've seen some of my past videos, you know that I loved Home so much. It was a 5-star, and so since I'm going through a bit of a hard time right now, I thought I'd reread this because I can really connect to some of the more heartbreaking poems in here, but also I like how her books usually end with peace and acceptance and things like that. I want to reread all of her books. This one is my favorite of hers, and I don't know where my copy of Harmony is. And Climate I never owned. I had borrowed a copy from someone that I was friends with. But yeah, so I'm reading these two books. For that, I have also been trying to be very healthy. I've been going to yoga a lot, I think, because we have a community center near where I live, and yoga is actually free, which is great. It helps so much with the healing process personally. Yeah, I am just eternally grateful that I live in such a community-based city that we do have a place to where yoga is free. So I went 4 times last week. I do want to go 4 times again this week on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I don't do hot yoga or vinyasa or anything like that. I just do the gentle flow classes because I think that's what I need right now. I just need to be gentle with my body and gentle with myself and not push myself too much. I do have physical therapies on Monday, and I try to do my exercises on Wednesdays and Fridays for that as well, trying to take care of my body, because obviously I need to. If I'm in physical therapy, I have to do those exercises or I will be in more pain than I'm already in. And then I have been drinking, it's empty now, but I have been drinking a cup of lemon water every morning. I've been trying to get some tea. I've been journaling a lot. I've been journaling multiple times a day, and that is something that I have been doing ever since I was younger. It's always been a release for me and a coping mechanism. I think I first started journaling seriously when I was 12, and it's been on and off since then. And then recently I got back into it when everything started to go downhill, in February of this year. So I've been journaling multiple times a day, and I really love it. I recently got 2 different journals from Barnes & Noble that I'll show you really quickly. So the first one I got was this one. It is so cute. It is from Denick or Denique. It's just a really cute little mushroom little folder, and I like it a lot, and it feels nice. You know how certain journals feel nice. And so I also got these pens because I've seen them online everywhere, and I really wanted one. Pens that look like this. I also got this from Barnes & Noble. It's Jelly Roll 8. This one I originally got to be as my diary, my journal type thing, but then I realized I was this is not a diary type of journal. That's not what I want to use it for. So I wind up putting quotes on here that I get from Pinterest, which are a lot. Let me know if you want a video that's just full of quotes and motivational affirmations that I love. So in here I wrote, my healed self. What does she look like? How does she treat people? How does she dress? What does she spend her free time doing? What is her mental diet? Where is she living? I reflected, do questions to get to know myself. Just things like that. Little May reset, things I want to learn about. That's in here. And then for my actual, journal, diary, I got this one. I don't know what it was about this at Barnes & Noble. This was over $20, but I just really loved it. It's Reclaim for Change, protecting the planet and supporting children's education projects worldwide. It's not even why. I don't know, just the vibes. And then as the college ruled, which I love, and at first I didn't think I was gonna like that the lines come up all the way to the top, but I do actually really love that. I love this journal so much, and if you are on a healing journey, I do recommend journaling, and get a journal that you love. Get a journal that you enjoy just writing in, that you like the vibes of writing in. So that's what I did, and I journal I'd say at least 2 or 3 times a day, to be completely honest. I got a lot of feelings up in my brain. Oh, I've also recently been rewatching Once Upon a Time with my mom and sisters. If you don't know what Once Upon a Time is, essentially it is this TV show about how fairy tale characters got trapped in our world, but the stories are a bit darker, you know, of like Snow White and things like that. But I absolutely loved it. So if you've never seen it, please go watch it. Watch seasons 1 through 6. It is amazing. I love that show so much. I don't know. I've also been I've been talking to my friends a lot, trying to spend time with family, just being gentle on myself. I think that's been helping a lot. I also have a therapist. I love my therapist so much. Even though I don't feel great, and there are times that I feel really, really bad, if I wasn't doing these things and I didn't have support, I know I would be so much worse. So I am grateful for what I do have and what I have been doing. Obviously, I've been keeping up with hygiene and stuff too. But yeah, that's essentially the things I've been doing today. Right now, I'm on my lunch break at work. I am going to drink some water. I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been trying to drink enough water. Read some of these books right now. I think I'm going to focus more on this one. I don't have a whole lot of time left. And then right after work today, I have physical therapy. And then we'll see where we go from there. I'm excited for this vlog.
Why do I just want to kick this so hard it knocks everything down?
I'm keeping that.
Hello, what's in the... Are you making a video?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, my bad.
At your grown age.
I'm going to walk away. Bye, video.
When I tell you that there is a reason that Whitney Hansen is my favorite poet, hold on. Dear Empathy, please stop telling me that it's okay when they hurt me. Stop allowing me to accept the knife you see in their side as a reasonable excuse for them to put two in mine. Please stop introducing me to their demons. I don't want to shake hands with the reasons they can't seem to stay. Please stop waving a white flag and making me pity their anger and make peace with their madness. Whitney Hansen will do it every time. Such a comfort author for me. I am tired and I'm not sad. I did journal some more. I think I wrote like 5 pages today in total. I journaled on like 2 or 3 separate occasions. Did cry a bit today. That's okay. I'm gonna read a little bit and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment and then work and yoga. Did pack my lunch and stuff for tomorrow, which is good because I did not feel like it even in the slightest, and it does help that I'm making this video because that made me like want to like get ready for tomorrow. And like obviously I showered and stuff, and I'm not gonna do much more because it's late and I want to be gentle with myself because I think yes, healing is like doing stuff obviously and making sure you're taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do, and finding things that you love and things that keep you going. But I think it's also just resting, and I've actually been having a hard time sleeping lately, so I'm probably gonna get some medicine, see if I can get anything that'll help with that at my doctor's appointment tomorrow because I really love sleeping and I just don't get to do it very well these days. Unfortunate, but I'm gonna do some reading. Gonna keep rereading Home for sure. This one essay is called This Year, Let Go of the People Who Aren't Ready to Love You. It's the hardest thing you will ever have to do, and it will also be the most important. And this also kind of goes into what I was saying about the Date Yourself First podcast. Like, she is a very big proponent of like blocking people and, in her words, not giving people access to you who don't deserve it, because she says that like energy is everything. And then here talking about like, and this is talking about people who like don't treat you well or don't treat you right. It said you're doing yourself an incredible disservice by continuing to offer your energy and life to them. And I think that it's a great practice practice of self-respect and self-love, and I do want to call it a practice. I know some people call it an art, but I want to call it a practice, like a yoga practice. The more you do it, the more you get better at it, and also I think the more you love it, as opposed to like having to dread it as much. Like I don't think I'm ever going to get to a point where I'm like, oh, I love walking away from toxic people, because nobody wants to find a toxic person in the first place. But like these things do get easier with time, and I do think that it's a good practice of self-love and self-respect. I think those are like muscles that need to be worked, and if you don't use them for a while, it can be hard. And the first workouts are always hard, like when you're starting a new challenge or something. Yeah, so I'm liking this. I'm now on page 32. I'm probably going to be reading this book and the other books that I'm reading, because right now, including these two that I've talked to you about, I'm reading 4, and I'm probably just going to be reading them very slowly because honestly, I've been in a huge reading slump and there's not much I can do about it. Like I have tried to put videos up for this channel for a long time. Like I've made multiple videos and I just hated them. I didn't like them. I wasn't in love with the books I was reading. I was just trying to get through it and I didn't want to, like, this is not the first video that I'm making this year because it's been like a year since I posted anything. But I think now I'm just gonna focus on like things I want to do, and the healing diaries is the thing I want to do, obviously. Good morning. So it took me a hot minute to get out of bed this morning because I was in pain. I had physical therapy yesterday and I think it just did a number on me because I am in a decent amount of pain right now. I might have pushed my body a little hard. Soreness is a part of the healing process, both for mind and body. So yeah, it's okay. It just took me a while to leave the bed and like really want to get up. That's also made me late to my doctor's appointment now, and I really hope they see me because I'll probably get there like right at the 15-minute grace period. I really hope that they see me because I really need this appointment, and since it's an important appointment, I feel like they're still gonna see me. And then, as you can see, I spilled water on my seat because why not? But it's okay. I'm glad that I did pack my lunch last night, and so that was all ready to go. And then I'll go to work for like half the day. I do have therapy today. What I do is I use my lunch break for therapy. Schedule like 30-minute appointments with my therapist during like lunchtime. But I think I'm gonna see her just like twice a week now because I didn't have a copay before, and now my insurance from my job just updated and I do. So I think I'm just gonna do like twice a week right now. I think I'm able to handle that in my budget, maybe. At this point I'm just rambling, but I'm going to listen to the podcast, Date Yourself First.
Better from there, because now you're going to have all the time in the world to focus on yourself, focus on healing, focus on self-love, and the first few months can be painful. It's not going to always be an easy process, but there will be a turning point where once you love yourself so deeply and you realize that you deserve so much more, things will get better for you.
I just got out of my doctor's appointment, and just as suspected, very triggering. I feel like my body is punishing me. I have to have another follow-up in 2 weeks. So hopefully the medication she's prescribing works. But to breathe without any heaviness, without any weight. I want to be in love with life. I want to be free, and I want to feel free. I want to feel good and comfortable, and I want to be without pain. I felt that before, and I would like to feel that again. I think those are all pretty simple things. I am going to get those things one day, speaking it into existence.
And I'm going to work toward it, and healing is definitely working toward it, because a lot of those things I'm not going to have unless I heal anyway. I'm going to go to work because I told them I would be in at noon. It was actually like 10 something, and I feel okay. I mean, I'm hurting a lot. Like physically, very painful. But I do know one of my coworkers also has ibuprofen, so that's nice. But anyway, I'm gonna go to work because I can, and I don't see a point in losing extra money just because I told them I would come in at a later time and I don't need to. I'm going to imagine that life and imagine like how what I'm doing today is bringing me towards those things. So I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. The next day, I did not give you that much content from yesterday, and it's because I was seething with rage. I was just so angry at everything. Like, you know, those 5 stages of grief and grieving multiple things at once. Like, I am not even an angry person. And I was just seething with rage, and then I was late to yoga, and then I was just yesterday was not my day. So, and honestly, it doesn't seem like today is going to be my day either, because I might be late for work because I spilled water in my car again. And like, I did not start doing that stuff until I started filming for this vlog or whatever. And I just woke up with so much anxiety today. Like, it is actually kind of ridiculous how much anxiety I woke up with. And I'm going to have to take deep breaths throughout the day. I'm trying not to be too frustrated with life and stuff right now. I'm a little frustrated because I've been trying to look for apartments, and my city is expensive. Okay, so I just tried to film this clip, but then it cut me off. But basically, I listened to like the best podcast episode ever. I tried it because last night, before I went to bed, I was like, I want to try some more podcast episodes. I think I've tried all of the good ones that I wanted from the other ones, so I was like, okay, I'll try this episode. It's called Sad to Savage, and I loved it. It was called Creating Healthy Habits While Working a 9 to 5 or something. I was like, I have a 9 to 5. It's like 8 to 4:30, but still, I was like, I have a 9 to 5. I'm trying to build all these habits and am building these habits. And she just made it like, it was just such a good episode, like breaking everything down, like how habits work in our brains, how we need repetition, how to add them to things we're already doing. So basically, in the podcast episode, she was like, write down your current habits, and then your goals, and then phase 1 is like getting you toward where you want to be, and then phase 2 is like where you want to be and all of that stuff. And she like makes it like so minute and things like that, because she actually uses one of her listeners like everyday routine, and was like, if I was this person and had these goals, this is how I would do it. And I am in love with that episode. I think it's like the best podcast episode of all time. It was just so inspiring. Okay, so first we have my current routines. In the morning, I wake up anywhere from like 7 to 7:15. Not really 7:20 often, because I would be really pushing it, but I wake up around then, make my bed immediately, and then I go brush my teeth and I get dressed, and then I make myself some lemon water. take my medicine with that, and then I pack up my lunch in my backpack, and then I leave for work. And then on my way to work, I listen to like a podcast or music, depending on how I'm feeling. More often lately, it's been podcasts. And then at work, when I do go on breaks at work, like right now I'm on my lunch break, when I do go on breaks at work, I usually journal. I might talk to a friend if I'm sad, or I might go grab some food or an energy drink if I need it, or therapy. I'll use my lunch break for therapy. And then my night routine is anywhere from 10 p.m. to 11:30, which is really bad since I want to be asleep by 11 because I get up at 7 a.m. So that's 8 hours. But I'm not. So as for anywhere from 10 to 11:30, I brush my teeth and I pick out tomorrow's clothes and then I brush my teeth. I shower, and while I shower, I either listen to music or I do like affirmations. Like I might say things that I like about myself or things that I'm grateful for. Usually, if it's not the music, then it's the things that I like about myself. It just makes me feel better. And then after the shower, I do my skincare, put on my pajamas, and then I get my bed ready to sleep in. And then I'll either read or journal just for like a little bit, and then do gratitude on the Finch app. And then I'll go to sleep anywhere from like 11:30 to midnight recently. So my goals are, because I forgot, after work I always do movement. So I don't get home until like 7 usually, because I either have yoga. I've been going to yoga 4 times a week. I have physical therapy once a week, and then I usually have the 2 other days of the week to where I also do physical therapy exercises. The doctor did tell me to take like a week off of that since my body has been a bit more sensitive lately just because of things that have been going on, but that's like usually the deal. So I do like at least an hour worth of moving my body right after work. So, but my goals are to drink 64 ounces of water a day, because I say right now, like the bare minimum that I drink is around 32, and the highest I drink is like 58. And then I also want to get 9 hours of sleep. And I know that this might sound like a lot to a lot of people, but I need to prioritize my sleep because I'm tired all the time as it is. And then also, I've just noticed this about myself, that I do need more sleep. Like I do my best throughout the day when I have had 9 or 10 hours. Like 8 hours is good, but it's not enough for me personally to thrive. I need my sleep. And then I want to prioritize this YouTube channel more and editing it more. And I want to drink more tea because I don't drink that much tea and I love tea. I just need to make time for it. So finally, I want to have a post-work routine. Right now, I don't really have one. Unfortunately, my post-work routine is more like spending like 2 hours on TikTok. And so as soon as I get home after yoga or after the gym or physical therapy or something like that, I want to spend the first 15 minutes cleaning, because I noticed, and even though I'm not friends with this person anymore, one thing that I really admired about her and her husband, and still do, because I just know that they're still doing it, is that as soon as they walked in from work, it didn't matter like how tough the day was or how tired they were or anything, they cleaned. And they did not sit down. They didn't even come home at the exact same time. They just both had this habit. They did not sit down until their space was clean. And so, like, I thought that was really cool. Like, it's just immediately. And then when you sit down, it's like, like you don't really have to get back up. And so I want to spend the first 15 minutes when I get home cleaning, and then the 15 minutes after that editing, because filming is not hard to do. It's fun and it's a good time, and a lot of times, people are filming themselves doing things that they would be doing anyway, so it's not really taking away from anything. But editing can be kind of boring, and like depending on the video, and then it's just very time consuming. And so I'd say like that's like the main reason that I haven't posted a lot, besides the fact that I've just been going through it this year. But yeah, so I want to do that, and that's my phase 1. And then for phase 2, it would just be adding like the finishing touches, which I'm not even really worried about phase 2, because phase 1's probably going to be a lot because I already do a lot. So making sure that it's now 64 ounces a day would be my phase 2. And then also with packing my lunch at night, I would also be prepping my breakfast in the phase 2, because I don't love cooking, at least not just for myself. If I'm just cooking for myself, I'm like, ugh, like it's just another thing that I have to do or figure out or things like that, which I do usually like. But since I'm living with my mom and like it's just the amount of options that we have because of everybody's like very specific diet. It makes it a bit difficult for me, a little overstimulating to try to pick out food, but I do eventually want to get there. And then sleep at 10 so I can get those 9 hours. And it kind of fits with my lifestyle. I know that 10 might seem pretty early, especially, you know, as a 20-year-old, but I think that the benefits that I get from having 9 hours as opposed to 8 will outweigh that extra hour. And then on the weekends, oh, I forgot. My phase 1 for the weekends is 1 hour of editing each day on the weekend and 1 cup of tea each day on the weekend. I just spent my entire lunch break trying to film this clip of like telling you my habits and stuff that I want to try because I'm really excited about them, but my phone has also been arguing with me. I need to just take the time to figure out exactly how to get photos from my phone to the cloud so then I can delete all of my photos. I am just really excited about this today, and it's like nice outside and I feel good today. There's still some hurt, there's still some pain, I'm still healing and stuff, but today feels good so far, so I'm not going to argue with it. I have yoga today, and then I'll like start my routine. There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable. Okay, so as you saw, I was really sweaty 2 seconds ago because that was my first time doing so-called warm yoga, and because they have like a 10-minute grace period for classes, and I was going to go to the gentle yoga like I do on Saturdays, but I was more than 10 minutes late, so they were like, it's okay. The gentle yoga started at 8:45, and they were like, we have this warm vinyasa flow at 9, and I was like, oh well, I'm surprised they're like recommending that to me because you know, gentle flow is for everyone and beginners can do it. Vinyasa flow, they were specifically like, no beginners, like blah 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 on the website. I'm not a beginner though, but I do tend to go to the gentle ones. I've never done a different class here, and the warm vinyasa, that was not warm. It was hot in there. It was hot in there. I've never sweat so much in my life. It was great though, and the music was great, and the instructor was great, hilarious. But oh my god, I was dying in there. And it's a good thing that I'm not a beginner because like he doesn't show you everything. Like vinyasa, you have to know what a vinyasa flow is. You know, you have to know down dog, chaturanga, cobra or upward dog, and then back to down dog. And so it's a good thing that I know that and I have the foundations and stuff because he just tells you that. Like down dog, all fours, 3 cat cows, you know, like, so it was really fun and it was really nice, and I will totally do it again once a week maximum because I just know that my body would retaliate against me, so I love it. But once a week max for that. I need to drink so much water. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was expecting. That was hot. I would hate to see how hot their hot yoga is, but I think it's because there are so many people in the room, and they did put that on the website. They were like, the room could be hotter depending on the amount of people. But for their like hot yoga classes that they label as hot, it's gotta be well over 100 degrees in there or something. Yeah, so started my day off with a little bit of journaling and then went straight to yoga after talking to my mom a bit. And then now I'm about to go meet my sister because we're gonna go to Duncan before she goes to dance. And she's just the best little dancer in the world. Not even little, because my sister just got offered a trainee position at Ballet Met, one of the best ballets in the nation. Yeah, so I'm gonna meet her for coffee and I'll show you all that and cool down. So